Haven't talked to you in a couple years though, man. Good to finally see you, brother. Hope all is good, man.
Having some fun. What they talking about, man? How you feeling?
Well, first, let's go ahead, man. I want to talk about the positiveness that you do for your community, man. When I go on your gram and I'm seeing you taking 200 kids to a Warriors game, I wish back in 19 somebody was taking me to see Patrick. Somebody was taking me to the next game to see Patrick Ewing and Mark Jackson. I wasn't getting those kind of perks, brother. But why do you do the stuff that you do, man?
I know the importance of it, man. You know, being a kid, like you say, not having nobody do that to you or for you, and you understood how it made you feel, and you understood like, damn, I'm out here by myself, don't nobody care. And I think the first time that I noticed that somebody outside of my, you know, my personal family, my immediate family cared was Daniel Marshall. Daniel Marshall used to play for the Warriors.
The Warriors, yeah, right.
I remember he came and got me one summer. Like my mom had worked at this spot that did like MRIs for the players. And so a lot of the players would go to this medical staffing spot and get, you know, MRI surgeries and stuff like that. And she would build a rapport and conversation with some of the players. And I guess, you know, one day she just asked him, she was like, yo, I got a 13-year-old, 14-year-old single mom. Just need a little help, man. If you ain't doing nothing over your summers, what would it take for you to do like some mentor programs, you know, for my son?
Right.
And Danielle was just like, yo, you know what's so crazy? My brother comes and stays with me for the summer, and he be out here bored out his mind, and he the same age. And so I'm gonna come get your son. So to make a short story shorter, I remember Danielle Marshall pulling up on me, man, in a brand new Benz in a project and came in to get me, and I was just like, yo, this is crazy.
Man, what year we talking? What year we talking, brother?
We talking 97.
Okay.
We're talking 96, 97. What was the year Reasonable Doubt came out?
96.
So we're talking 96, 97. Because they had this whole seat on a blank seat, and at the time I had never even seen a CD. So he had a whole.
We're for the tape over, of course.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He had a whole burnt CD, Reasonable Doubt. And he was like, "This nigga's the greatest rapper ever." I'm like, "Man, this nigga's trash." and they was, you know, at the time, Tupac said "fuck Hulk Jay-Z," so we was like, as soon as I heard his name, I nigga fuck Jay-Z. I never even heard of him rap or nothing. I was like, "Man, nigga's trash." And I still remember that shit distinctively, man. It was crazy, man. But that changed my life, man. So to make the story go full circle, it planted a seed in my mind to let me know that, yo, if you could change one person's life by just doing something with your influence and doing something like that, bro, it could go a long way, because everything that I do as far as the charity reasons, that was a seed planted, because here it is, this young millionaire NBA player. He didn't know me or my mother from a can of paint, man. So, but for him to include me in his life like that, and still to this day be my big brother and one of my lifetime friends and mentors, hey, man, that planted a seed, man, that hopefully I could plant in other people. So that's why we do some of the stuff that we do in the community, man. It was beautiful. Last night, man, we took about 250 kids. They got a chance to meet the players and be out on the court, shoot basketball shots, man. That shit was amazing.
Good Lord, man. What do you think about the roster you have right now for the Warriors, with Chris Paul coming over to the Warriors? How you feel about CP? That was kind of different. I was like, wow, CP3, okay, and Steph?
CP fills the void of what we needed. We need, Steph is a
two guard,
really. Arguably, Steph is Steph Curry, man. That's my little brother, man. And outside of the court, he's like probably the greatest human on earth.
Wow.
But Steph is too nice to be that rugged leader that we need. You know what I mean? He's just like, man, do your thing, man. It's all good. Like, I'll give you this, tell you this point. But for us to get CP, that was the veteran that we needed. The elderman in the locker room that people can be like, yo, hold on, let's come together. I've been here. His legacy, his tenure, his leadership, his skill. And I'll be the first to tell you, I hate Chris Paul.
When he's not playing for your team.
I hated Chris Paul, bro. I hated Chris Paul. I'm like, yo, he's trash. No, you feel me? I hate Chris Paul. But Chris Paul on the Warriors, I understand the dynamics of what it does. And even watching in the preseason, watching how you have to guard Chris Paul. See, the difference between Chris Paul running point guard and Day-Day running point guard is you can leave Day open.
Mm.
You can sag off on Draymond. You can sag off on Draymond and, and force him to shoot a shot and take your chances with it. You can't take your chances with Chris Paul.
Right.
So that lowers and minimizes the double team ability that you have on Steph or on Clay. So on any given night, if you're running a 1-2-3, CP, Steph, Clay, we talking about a shooter's fest. And then you still can't forget that you got Wiggins and Day coming off, moving around those screens. So we looking pretty good, man. I like the roster, man. I love what Chris Paul brings to the team, as well as some of the other fellas that come out on the team. The Sark is a good pickup. He's very smart, very cerebral on that basketball court. He has a high level basketball IQ. And the shooters, some of the young guys, and I'm anxious to see how everything moves around. We looking good. JK had an amazing offseason. In the offseason, he bulked up a little bit. He got his shot down, and I feel like he's coming out ready to prove that he can be Iguodala 2.0.
Iggy retired today, though. What is it? Iggy finally retired. That's
Iggy retired.
I'm watching Iggy since Philadelphia, since Allen Iverson days and everything like that. But he's more popular with your squad, of course.
Iggy, what he did in Philly was crazy. I watching Iggy at Arizona, like, you know what I'm saying? So
yes.
to watch Iggy, come to our team after that Denver series and watch him come over to our team and lead us to, the championships, play a significant role. It was super dope watching him, develop not only on the court, a lot of the things that they do in the community, very, very involved. And Dre just a good guy, man. I last year, even watching him, just take that coaching position, coaching the fellas. I can definitely see him on the end of the bench this year. I'm very interested to see what he wants to do. Maybe he may take a year off to chill. Take a year off to chill with family, but we'll definitely see him suited up to come back in a coaching position somewhere just because of his knowledge and his love of basketball. And he's a very intelligent man. So outside of that, he'll definitely he'll miss the game, but he'll keep himself occupied with a lot of the things that he's doing outside of basketball.
How tight were you that they moved to San Francisco, though, left Oakland to go to San Fran?
It was tight, tight. Being the memories at the Coliseum, the Coliseum of being young kids.
What TMC days? Come on, man.
Like it's a lot of legacy and a lot of memories in that in Oracle, being there, being young, sneaking in the Coliseum, going from the nosebleed seats, trying to sneak down to see how low you can get, staying after the game, autographs, and the memories. And my mom was a huge basketball fan, so going to those games with her and just those memories, man. Those memories were they'll forever be in my memories mausoleum, man. And I just, it was very tough, man, watching the team go over to the city, just based off the fact of we just had a legacy. That was all Oakland had. And you got to think, this is in the midst of the Raiders leaving, the A's, the Warriors. So that was kind of like the falling of everything that we had. And it's like, damn, why y'all want to wait till we win? But I understood from a business perspective. I understood it was about business. You make a great business move and a business decision to ensure that you protect your franchise, the money. And so it's business. And one thing about it is, man, you can't put your pride or you can't put your feelings involved when it comes to business. We're talking about $1 billion organization right now, the second top franchise in all sports.
Wow. Bob Myers leaving. How do you feel about Bob Myers stepping down?
Tough. I feel like they should have paid Bob. If it was a money issue, I feel like Bob should have got paid. And I don't think that they should have waited until the end of the season to pay Bob. I think that's what it kind of boiled down to. Then towards the end, negotiations, I really don't know, the intricacies of that whole situation. But if it was about a money issue, Bob had already proven that he was the best GM that basketball has seen since Jerry West. Coming in, being in, making some great executive decisions. He was able to draft a core of team that will go down as Hall of Famers individually as well as a collective. And Bob foresaw that. Bob saw Steph at Davis and Bob Saw.
My mind, I would never forgive you, sir. The Knicks are one pick away from getting Steph Curry, and then here come fabulous guys.
Yeah, Bob did a hell of a job. You got to think, Bob, Clay, Draymond, Steph. Bob drafted some guys, man. Then made some, the key moves of even the small things. Remember, going to get David West, getting Bogut.
David West,
bringing,
facts.
Getting David West, getting Bogut in that year. Getting Bogut in as a big man.
Livingston over Livingston.
Sean Livingston. Even taking a chance on Sean Livingston. A lot of people had gave up on Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Sean may have the greatest comeback story ever in the NBA. For him to go out and go do what he does, and then to be able to, be a part of the coaching staff. He still lingers around the stadium and helps the guys out and coaches, as well as Barbosa. Bob was doing a lot of things. Bob did some great things, man. So Dunleavy has some big shoes to fill. So now we have to go out and see. I feel like, bringing in CP3, if it fares out to be a great move, then, we'll credit Dunleavy with a great move as his first executive move. Me personally, I felt like we should have added a big man. I couldn't believe that we didn't go get JaVale McGee, especially knowing that he knew the system. He knew the program. He had played with the fellas before. I understand why we didn't get Dwight Howard, which was like, I felt like it could have been a big move, but Dwight kind of played himself on that one, unfortunately, or allegedly of what they said.
But Mooney does good though. Mooney grabs boards and everything like for y'all though, right?
Looney
grabs boards.
Looney's Mr. Durability. That guy's an Iron Man. He's played 82 games season. He looks good. He looked great this year. I was actually with him last night, talking to him last night. He looks great. He lost about 15, 20 pounds. He's coming in bulked up, and man, he's who I mean, you couldn't ask for more from a guy like that, man. He definitely over delivers. I don't think that no one expected Looney to be what he's doing in the NBA and what he has done for this Warriors team.
That's true. That's true.
He's definitely an Iron Man. But when we talk about the Jokic, we talk about Embiid, we talk about Giannis, we're talking about them being athletes that are very dominant. We talk about them being mobile centers, and their agility crossed with their ability far outweighs, Loon's ability to kind of like adjust to that just naturally. But he still does out. He fares great, and he does a great job. But I would have loved to see some rim protectors and something like that for us, just to kind of give us that, Boogie Cousins or something. That would have been dope.
Last question about the Warriors, though. Were you cool with Jordan Poole leaving? You were good with that?
I like Jay. Jay's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was time for Jay to go build his own legacy. Mm-hmm. Jay had that little brother mentality. Like, all y'all talk about is my big brother, and I think I'm better than my big brother.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, that's a personal choice, a personal reference. But in those situations like that, go out and go prove it. Go out and go show. If you can't reduce your bias feeling, then go out and go prove it. Yesterday Jay played phenomenal. 51 points in 3 quarters. He played crazy. And I don't think that's ever been in question. Jay's a scoring ticking time bomb. He can score at will. He's unstoppable. But here comes the question. Do you want to win, or do you want self-accolades?
Yeah.
And so he's juggling that. And then, the situation in the locker room, that kind of shifts things, because now you have to talk to your family. You got to see that. You got to deal with this every day.
Yeah.
And, you want to get that off your back. So I think it was a great thing for Jay to go out and go say, man, I'm going to create my own legacy. I got a chance to win a championship. I got a chance to mirror arguably one of the best players ever to ever step on the basketball court. I played with a great franchise. I learned. I got a ring. Now I can go out and, and go secure my individual accolades, man, of being able to say I'm one of the best as well. So I would love to see Jay go make the East Coast, East All-Star team and shake things up a little bit. But as far as winning, that's over with.
Good point, my brother. Fab, I see you still dropping music, man. Last week I saw that you dropped the Port Sport video and everything like that.
Yeah.
What we doing music, man? Talk to me.
I just love music, man. I'm in the studio like every day. Like
that can never leave you, right? That can never leave you, can it?
No, that's my safe space.
Yeah.
And it's a haven that has been created by my passion to create as a curator.
Mm-hmm.
It's like even Stan Lee, when he moved away from Marvel, he still stayed in all of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And people that knew would be like, damn, there goes Stan Lee. It would be like a random spotting.
Right.
But that was just his passion, for comics and that his involvement. I love being in the studio, man. And even when it's not about me rapping, I love writing records. To those that do know, I'm multi-charting songwriter. And I just love being in the studio creating. We have like some young guys, some new music, some new artists that we're working with that have some big records out right now. And it's just that creative mode, man. I love being around it. I love being in it. And so I don't think I'll ever stop making music. I don't think I'll ever stop creating and just putting music out to a core fan base of mine. Whether it be 100, 200, 300 people that listen to it. It's not about the numbers at this point. I've secured kind of like myself in a position where I don't need it like that, make some good decisions. But I just love doing it. I just love creating, man. And it's something I wouldn't feel right if I didn't create.
Tonight, you have an open mic tonight, right?
Huh?
Oh, it's kind of breaking my back. You have an open mic tonight, right?
Thursday nights. So that was last night.
Okay. Yeah. So every Thursday night is open mic?
Every Thursday night, that's at my club. So I have a nightclub. And I just do it for the artists out there, like poets, spoken word artists, rappers, comedians. Just a place where people could it's free, completely free. Y'all come out and just get your talent off, man. Like I say once again,
we lose 5. Let's see if we come back here. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, I know the importance of that, bro. Like the importance of having a place to record, to perform, to be heard, to network. Man, that mean the world to our artists, man. So every Thursday, we do the open mics, man, and it's a lot of talent that comes out, man. Like different talent. Like last night was in there. It was this young boy, and he was in there. He was going out. I was leaving. I was walking out, and I heard his voice, and I was like, I went back in to go out. I'm like, after he's done, I'm like, dude, you raw. Like, he's like, man, this is my first time ever performing, man. So it was just like, that's a memory that he'll live with for the rest of his life. Like his first time ever performing. And he was super talented. So I love that, man. I remember what it was like going to them open mics.
What does it mean to you that your city embraces you? Like you, Too Short, 40 Water, R.I.P. Mac Dre. Like, what does it mean to you that you guys are like beloved in your city, man?
It's a long time coming for me, because it wasn't always like that. I'm from the smaller side of Oakland. And so my side was always alienated. Like we from a different side.
Right?
Yeah, we from a different side. So we were always alienated, man. And so in the infancy stages of my career, it wasn't embraced like that. It was like, man, he cool, but that nigga from over there, like, you know what I'm saying? But, hard work, dedication, and consistency. Just overworked, and you kind of make a name for yourself. It continues to gradually grow, and then people realize, man, this dude ain't going nowhere. And being a person that's really outside in the trenches, you'd be like, yo, okay, we love what you're doing. We love what you're doing on the front line. We love what you're doing for the kids. We love what you're doing for the elders, for the brother that's behind the bar. You know what I'm saying, behind those walls, and continuously to just show up. It has nothing to do with music. It has nothing to do with fame, credibility, money. It's just showing up, man. A little baby get killed. We sitting up. We on the front line. Like, what's going on? We need answers. What's the word? How can we be there for this family? How can we provide some solace? And those are the things that I'm an advocate of. The infancy stages of me doing my community work was all spawned from my great, you know, my uncles, my grandmother, they were all Panthers. So, you know, being Black Panthers, it's in my blood. It's in my blood for me to always, you know, understand, let the people know that they still have the power. So the power is in the people and the politics that they address always. So I'll always be, you know, that part of things. Even if I wasn't a rapper, I would always be involved in the community, understanding that, you know, on the front line for my folks.
How proud are you? How proud are you of your brother Larry June?
Love June.
You guys go back 6 years ago to your music. I've listened to music with y'all from years ago. But how proud are you right now? Bro, I feel like June is getting his just due right now. I feel
June is crazy, bro. Like,
I love.
Like, I was doing records with, like you said, I was doing records with June so many years ago, and people would be like, "Bro, who is that?" I'm like, "Bro, June go." I'm like, "He a star." They be like, "I don't know about that one, big bro." I'm like, "Watch, bro. This dude is a star." And just watching June, like I just seen June go sell out. So it's a building in Oakland called the Fox Theater. Fox Theater hold about 3,500, right? 4,000 people, about 3,500. Bro, this dude sold this spot out 3 nights in a row. And I'm like, bro, it's major artists that can't sell the Fox out. Like, so what June is doing, his whole team, man, you know, David Ali and the rest of the crew, his whole squad of they're man, he got a great team behind him. Ghazi is very supportive and pushing his movement, but you can't take anything away from June. June did all the footwork. He got up, he went down, even when he was doing records with OG Mako back in the day in Atlanta. He was working, pushing that Atlanta ride, building his fan base, moving all around the country by himself, and then just building it up, man. And so to watch him do what he does, he definitely is inspiration to a lot of the artists out there that feel as if they need a label or they need these other major backings. You don't need that. You don't need any major cosigns. Just go out, go build the fan base, and go make good music. And he's a reflection of that. And he's continuing to represent, as well as just flying under the radar. Like, if you know, you know. If you don't know, that's cool as well.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't think that there's a bigger independent artist in California right now than Larry June.
Wow, you guys had the On the Under song and She Like the Bitches song together. I think 2 songs you
yeah,
guys.
Yeah. I think we got like 2 more. We got a couple more too that we've done. Yeah.
You guys ever thought about collaborating, doing a take together, like a whole EP maybe?
I wouldn't even be selfish to try to sponge off his credit right now. You know, that dude has worked his ass off for that. And I think when people do that, they just want to, you shadow someone or you mirror someone and you do something and be like, oh yeah, let me do a record with him. Let me get these fans. Nah, man, dude worked hard for what he belongs. You know what I'm saying? And I do nothing but go in the crowd and I clap for him. I'm a fan. Like, I went to the show, stayed in the crowd. They like, y'all want to go backstage? Like, nah, bro, I'm watching the show. Like, I'm a real fan, bro. So I just really want to watch the show and just give him his credit, man. I would never want to soak up off what he's created on his own, man. You know, especially for selfish reasons. We make good music together, and it's a great relationship. And you know, I make myself available if you've ever needed me or whatever, and that's what it's about.
Have you embraced the youngsters calling you the OG at Unk yet? Have you embraced that?
For sure.
I've embraced it. Have you embraced it?
For sure. First time I got called Unk, I was standing in the hood, and this little youngster was like, "Hey, Unk, could you go buy me a Black and Mild?" And I looked like, nigga, who you calling Unk? And then I had to realize this nigga 15 years old.
Hey.
You know, I'm probably was about 26 at the time, 25. I'm up to him. And I was like, nigga, I ain't no And I embraced it, man. So I'm thankful for it though, man, because you know, like I call Too Short Pops. Like, you know, that's my rap dad.
I can understand that.
I be like, Pops, what's up, man? What you want?
Short dog.
So, you know, so I understand it. It's a form of respect. It's a form of, you know, I grew up idolizing Short and you know, E40 and Dre and all of these other guys, man. I grew up looking up to these dudes and wanting to bust moves like how they was busting moves, man, and put on how they put on. So to the young guys that call me that, I love it, man. It's just it's a pure form of respect, and it's up to me to act like a Unk, you know, to be the leader, to be the veteran, to bring, you know, the things to the table. We're not going out trying to compete with these young guys, making it seem like oh yeah, man, nigga, I'm doing this more than y'all. Y'all don't know nothing. That's one thing I hate.
You've never done that. You've never done that, Fab. You've never done that.
Never, man. Like I hate that some of the elders are so competitive that they try to go out and go compete with the young dudes in a malicious way. Like it's nothing to go out and go compete and be like, I still got it. I could still play on the ground with y'all and and have fun, but not in a malicious way, not a negative way where you blocking what they got going on, man. Watch what they, embrace what they got going on, bro. Everybody get their time on stage.
Absolutely, man. Let me ask you this question, man. 50 years of hip hop, man. This year, 50 years of hip hop. What does that mean to a person like yourself that's been here for a long time?
I was juiced, man. Just to be like, damn, hip hop 50 years old. But then you look at how young it is. You're like, damn, that's pretty young. But it's pretty old when you look at how they said that it would never be nothing. Like they thought that it was just gonna be some fly by night things, come in and go. And when I look at my elders like Too Short, like I say, Too Short and Andre Nicotina and E40, and I look at these dudes, and they fit like Short knocking on 60.
Damn. Yo, do people understand that Too Short business is like 1983? Do people understand that?
Like, bro, Short is knocking on 60, bro. So, like, it's crazy. I could read a text that he sent me yesterday, right? He was like, text yesterday was like, he say, Magic's got 50,000 to perform at the Raiders game, Monday night game. He say, then they gave me 30,000 to perform at the Vegas Aces halftime. He say, 80,000 for an old nigga in 2 days? Hey, man, I ain't mad at that. And we just was laughing, but I just was like, it's niggas that ain't made 80,000 all year.
Right. Wow.
Collectively, he like 80,000 in 2 games, back to back. Monday night Raiders, Tuesday night for the Vegas Aces. So that's my motivation, man. Not that I want to be, at 58 still rapping like that, because I just, I want to be able to do it just to do it, like make music, but I don't want to. I think I have other aspirations in life outside of that, that would kind of like deter me from doing that. But for him to be doing that, bro, that just lets me know consistency. And like he said, man, don't stop rapping. Just keep going. He don't rap because he have to. He do it because he love it. Like Short just bought a brand new Ferrari, 2024, brand new Ferrari, brand new, like just got off tour with Snoop Dogg. Man, I think this year Short probably grossed about 25 million this year himself.
Wow.
And that's just amazing, man, to be 57, 58 years old. Like, look what I'm still doing, bro. Don't stop. And majority of the country would say he whack.
Can't say he's a legend, man. He's the first ballot Hall of Famer, man. I'm sorry, brother.
I tell people that all the time. I be like, bro, a lot of people be, hip hop bias just based off what area you from demographically. But when people talk about greatest storytellers of all time, and
he's one of them. Cuss words, the ghetto,
come on, man.
Too many choices.
If you mention Slick Rick, Scarface, and whoever else you may mention, you have to mention Too Short as one of the greatest storytellers of all time.
Absolutely. And don't pigeonhole him either. Put him just in the West Coast box. Just put him in storytelling, period.
Of all time. We have to talk about of all time. Right. We talk about stories. We talk about how somebody that was able to paint pictures of an area that the majority of the world had never came to and had no desire to come to.
New York, Fab. So he's giving NWA Short, and these niggas are giving me a West Coast perspective on how they give it up over there. That's why I was when you guys did the West Coast All-Star joint back in the day, we had self-destruction, and y'all had the West Coast joint. I love that shit. Loved it.
Man, that's amazing, man. So to watch Short and them still do their thing, man, it's amazing to me. And then to have the relationship that I have with them, I can learn close up hand. It's like, like Magic and Kareem, man, to be able to learn from the captain right up close. And he has such a way of teaching where you like, wow, like, damn, that's what he meant. He's like a guru, man. He's like Yoda. So, dog is like Yoda. So I just be happy to, learn from him.
Because the episode that you, Short, and Yuckmouth was on Drink Champs, you could just tell the camaraderie between y'all two. You could just see it through the TV screen that you and Short really rock with each other. I don't know industry shit. Can we rap?
Nah, we talk like every day, like every day, like on the cool, like and it's random stuff. It's like him texting me some random shit, like, bro, look at this. I'd be like, bro, what's this? He like, bro, that's hella funny. Like, he crazy, man. Like, Short is so I just bought a museum, right? So I have a hip hop museum, the Dope Air Museum, and I'm doing like how they did the Book of Hove.
Right. Yes. In New York, in Brooklyn. Yes.
So I'm doing the Born a Mac, and it's basically Todd Shaw University, and that exhibit launches November 6th, and it's going to run until first quarter of next year. But it's a collective of all Too Short like things. Like it's Too Short everything in the museum, and it's crazy. But in like every month we're gonna have Snoop Dogg's gonna come out, do a Q&A, Ice Cube's gonna do a Q&A, and of course in the launching of it we're gonna have Short come out and walk us through everything about what it represents and what it means, since the beginning, chronologically, since his beginning in hip hop. And
Right.
I think it's gonna be very interesting and exciting for fans of Too Short for all of these decades to actually come out and get a chance to play a part of it. Because what we've done is I've reached out, sent an SOS out to certain fans of Short that may have collector's items that no one else has. Like, he used to do these things called special tape requests. So these special request tapes would be, he would go to the Dope Boys and be like, "What you want said on this tape?" And all the Dope Boys would be like, "All right, talk about my car, talk about this 79 Chevy, this color, talk about this neighborhood. I want you to say this person's name." So they were called special request tapes.
Wow.
And a couple years ago, Short was like, he got 10 to 20,000 for anybody that has a special request tape. And so we were able to collect some.
Wow.
So at the museum, we're gonna have those. And it's just, I think it's going to shock his mind as well, because some of the things that we've collected, he probably forgot about.
Wow. Let me ask you a question. You're the best person to ask this question. Does the Bay Area, do you guys put Hammer up there also? Where do you guys put MC Hammer at?
I do.
Okay. I live that era, so I know what Hammer meant in the early 90s.
So in the launching of the museum, I launched with MC Hammer. So he came out and we had fun. We danced all night, laughed all night. He was able to talk. I did like a super, I have like a super portrait of MC Hammer in the museum. Like, as soon as you walk in, it's like a super painting on him, a tribute to him. Growing up, MC Hammer is, I think I can honestly say, outside of my mother, MC Hammer was my first hero.
Wow.
Like, that was my first hero. That was the first person who I was like starstruck over. It was like MC Hammer and Michael Jackson. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's my first hero. Right. Like, he was a hero to me. He was like, you from the same city as me, you rap, you around the world, you taking care of all of these people, you putting on for your city, you got a cartoon that comes on after Bugs Bunny. Like, you're like, bro, that was I remember the first time I saw Hammer, I was like, still to this day, even with the relationship that we have, I still get like starstruck just seeing Hammer. Hammer is like,
he was the reason why we went to steel toe shoes and the steel toe joints in the front. It's Hammer. He was the reason.
Listen, bro. People front on Hammer so bad because hip hop gave Hammer. People that weren't able to do it as big as Hammer were jealous, and they made a propaganda to make it seem like Hammer was all bad. So the news flash that MC Hammer was a sellout corrupted everybody else's mind, and it stole all of the kids that were innocent. It stole their innocence into believing that hip hop had to be a certain way. And we wrote Hammer off as corny, pop, or whatever. We did the same thing with Will Smith. But this is what's so funny. They talked about studio gangsters. And then they said, don't be a studio gangster. But then when people like Hammer and Will Smith came out being themselves, they were wrote off as pop and corny.
Good point. Great point.
So where were we at in the stance of who are we to be in hip hop? So do we lead, or have we led to the perpetuation of identity theft in hip hop, because those that have individualized themselves have been labeled and ostracized for being different? Where do we stand at that? So the gatekeepers of hip hop have to come to their senses of accountability of what they were able to do and how they directed the trajectory of individuals being who they were. And then they wonder why so many people had mimicked other things or mimicked lifestyles that they had no involvement in, because those that came out as themselves were ostracized and they were criticized for being themselves. So that was just an unfortunate situation that hip hop has done. We've created the conundrums that we complain about, and we've done that. And we continue to do that in hip hop.
Continue to do that, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. Snoop turned 52 today, man. I did a blog a couple of months ago saying Snoop is the most popular rapper of all time. You say what?
That's a fact.
Household name. Just
That's a fact.
Who doesn't know Snoop?
Snoop is an adjective. He's turned into like a verb. That Snoop doggy dog. That's, you got that doggy dog thing. Like the craziest story with me, we're in New York, me and Snoop. I think we're performing on Conan O'Brien, and I had wrote "Life of the Party" for him. This was like his single at the time, big record. We in New York. Barbara Walters is at the W with us.
Barbara Walters, wow.
Barbara Walters comes up to Snoop and said, "Oh my God, hi Snoop, how are you doing? I seen you with Martha. That's dope. When are we gonna have our show?" I look, I'm like, she like sneaks the number to him like this. Snoop take it, he like, bro, when I tell you we laughed about that shit all night, I said, Barbara Walters trying to get some of that Snoop dick. He said, man, Barbara Walters want me to hit that pussy, man. I don't know what's going on about that, but man, bro, when I tell you we laughed for hours about that shit, bro. And it was at that moment that it just made me realize, bro, there's nobody bigger than Snoop Dogg, bro. Like Snoop Dogg might be the most recognizable black man on earth, bro. He got to be top 5.
We joking, but there's a lot of truth behind that.
Bro, Snoop Dogg got to be most recognized black man on earth.
Oh my God.
Like for real, bro. Like Snoop is huge, bro.
To get back.
Snoop is different, bro. Snoop is different. I forgot it's the Cuddy birthday today. I've been in the bed all morning, man. I gotta call him and tell him happy birthday. 52, damn.
Yeah, man. Yo, let me ask you a question. Did you see this happening for him though? Once you heard him on Deep Cover, did you expect the run that he had? Did you see this coming?
Not at all. Not at all. Snoop has been the biggest since he's come out. And even when he went down, his downslide, like those few years where he went down south with No Limit, and Master P was able to help resurrect his career, he still was Snoop. Financially, he may not have been it because he was going through his woes and in between, but he showed us how to go down, reset, recalibrate, resurrect, come back, reinvent, re-identify, readjust. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's done it all. He's done it all, man. He's DJ'd. He's changed his name. He's, he went acting. He did movies. He played sports. Yeah, Snoop Dogg, man.
Yeah,
the dude on the handlebars.
A lot, brother, a lot, man. So, all right. So I had John on the show last week, right? And he told me that basically the Pandemonium card that you guys are doing, right? That is a collaboration with both you guys, and I guess you wanted to see certain matches, and he wanted to see certain matches. Am I right on that?
Kinda. He brought some people from Bullpen that, he was like, yo, these are my guys. I want to get them involved in this. And then I was more so like, this is who my city want to see. Like, we don't get a chance to have the battle rap out here on this side of it. Big shout out to Organic and Lush. My brothers at Grind Time, they do a lot of things. But they don't bring like they don't bring the crowd that we're used to watching out here. They don't bring the smack crowd of what people would like to say, the urban side of the battle rap. The
trenches. Let's go.
The street side, man. Big shout out to everybody big shout out to all of the people that Organic, that they bring with Grind Time, because they do a hell of a job. disaster, and then they just pulled off a great battle that had some, B Magic, and they had some guys on there. It was super dope. But Oakland, the trenches, they want to see the Calicos, they want to see, the Charlies, they want to see those other guys, man. So we got a chance to put that together. So this card was it was put together pretty dope.
What match were you interested in yourself?
I want to see Calico versus Pass.
I like that though. I do like that. You got to listen. Pass is from Oakland, man. You got, you know what I'm saying? Town business, man. You got to have a brother on the car, man. It's only right.
I want to see Cal versus Pass just based off the fact of, Cal is my little brother. So like Cal is like, that's my dog. So, and I ain't just talking about like on the music stuff. Like me and Cal, and we got airtime with each other. We didn't, kind of like dribbled a little bit with our hustles. So I like Cal. I feel like Cal might be one of the most underappreciated artists in battle rap. Just his ability to hold still. Like even with the battle with Lux, man. Like we was in a barbershop yesterday and we watched that battle yesterday, and people was like, I'm like, bro, Lux lost this battle. Lux just had a great round.
Come on, fam. Come on, man.
What?
You think Cal beat Lux?
Are you serious?
Are you serious, sir? 2-1, 2-1 Lux.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir, of course.
When the last time you watched that battle?
It's been a minute.
So I want you to go, when you get a second, watch it again.
Okay, so let's go. Here's what I remember about the battle. It was 1-0 Calico going to the second round, right? Cal was doing good in the second round, Fab, until he tried to define what a proctor was. The proctor, when he defined what a proctor was, it went kind of left him in the second round. You know what I mean? And I had Lux taking the third round.
Okay, so you got him 2-1.
2-1 Lux. I mean, 2-1 Lux.
So you don't get, so it's like a boxer who punches behind the head or a low blow. When you mess up, you blew your whole first round and had to end it. He really choked his whole round. You came out with the most beautiful antics. You had to set up. It was beautiful. You at home.
The summer jam screen, all that.
You got Diddy. You got Busta.
I don't like the fact they gave Lux the summer jam screen. I didn't like URL doing that. But go ahead. I didn't like that.
Like you had everything. And you choked your first round. So not only did you choke your first round, so then your second round, you're so adamant about getting back off your first round that you just bypass that. So we have to also add into the factor of the New York bias. A lot of that shit wouldn't have flew nowhere else. When he started talking to God, body, power, black man, knowledge yourself, a lot of that shit would have been quiet, just like him. It would have been him and Geechee Gotti in LA. Lux face in LA when he battled Gotti.
It was different. It was different. Yeah, Gotti. It was
because
different.
You don't have them. Now you could be like, oh, them niggas just don't get it. No, they just don't give a fuck about that shit you talking about. Don't get me wrong. Lux he has arguably one of the greatest pens ever. He say shit that you got to watch back, and then years later you be like, oh shit, that's what he meant. Yo, that was dope. But at that time, it was like, bro, if they would have battled anywhere else, nobody would be saying what they said. Now, the coaching perspective of him talking to, Cal, like how he talked to him, that was dope. That was a great angle. That was dope. We can't deny that single battle damn near shifted the perspective of battle rap.
Absolutely.
Like that battle was the reason why people became super interested in. You had Jay-Z tweeting about it. You had Diddy putting money. You had Drake wanting to get involved. That battle single-handedly changed the face of battle rap for that one round. You get what I'm saying? That one round. But if we talk about that whole battle, was like Cal was cooking him, bro.
Cooking him, no Fab. Cooking him.
Cal was cooking him, bro.
Oh, Cal was, what are we doing,
Cal, listen, Cal was cooking him, and they was just biased because they like, who is this Detroit nigga ain't finna talk to our guy like that.
We love Cal. Listen, but hold on. You gotta remember now. The year before
they fronted on Cal.
No, but you remember this, fam. The year before that, he 30 Math Hoffa. He 30 Cal 30 Math. He bodied Math. Bodied him.
Listen, New York fronted on Cal, and it fucked his confidence up. So come his third round, you could tell he ended it early. He was just like, man, y'all fronting on me, like, and it fucked off his confidence because they like, really?
Fam, come on, man. What we doing?
I just want you to go watch it again and then be like,
I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna make sure I watch it.
You're gonna be like, because like when I watched it, it was no deny. I was like, yo, Lux murdered this nigga. Lux went crazy. Then I sat back and I watched it yesterday, and I was just like, truth be told, Lux really lost. He got off a good
round. Cal's first round was flawless. His first round was
flawless. This nigga Lux choked, bro.
He did, absolutely.
And got up there and was like, damn, boom. But I'm like, bro, you did all that shit and you choked your first round, bro? You God tier and you choked on heaven?
Yeah, that's crazy. First battle and how long, the nerves probably, a lot of things probably played.
That was crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
But like I say, it was such a great third round that it changed the dynamics of battle rap.
He took something from Averb, though. He took a little bit from Averb, though, and then incorporated with Averb battle. Right. Man, he took a little bit of Averb third round and then just finessed it.
So for cultural shifting purposes,
right,
we give Lux the edge. Okay. But if we talk just what it is, it wasn't as bad as people make it seem like.
Yeah, like people make it. The theory that Lux body Calico. I never said people try.
Like people look at that like, yo, Lux, you got murdered by Cal, and I'm like, where?
He did not get Calico. Did not get murdered by Loaded Lux. That's false.
I think he got murdered by the cultural shift. Okay. Because of what it did. Mm-hmm. So the cultural shift of Allen Iverson crossing over Michael Jordan.
Wow, that's a nice analogy right there. When he crossed Mike up. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But nobody talks about Jordan and him still won that game.
He still won that game. Murder Book said that in the bar. He said that in the line also. He did. He still won that game. He still won, yeah.
So, but nobody cares about them winning the game because the culture war was shook. Our icon just got crossed over on national TV.
Never seen that before.
This young, like they never, like Jordan, they had you. You was shooting dice, betting fades. You was throwing fades in. Like
in 96, you see Jordan get crossed over 96. Like, wow.
Nobody had ever seen no shit like that. Like, bro, you top of the key.
Yeah.
Cross over, bow to the right, bow to the left, bow, hit the jump shot.
Yeah.
Yo, he could have retired and he would have made the Hall of Fame just from that one play.
Off the one play against Mike. That's wild. That's wild, man.
So that's the perspective of that. But like I say, so I wanted to see Callen pass. Right. I love what Pass does. Pass, being a hometown guy, I want to be able to see if Pass
legend.
Can Pass go out and represent not only for the city, but show that he can go against the top elite battle rappers, which a lot of people said that he wasn't smack ready or he wasn't URL ready or ARP ready, that he was only grind time. And I felt like that's an unfair assessment just based off the fact that he hasn't had a chance to go in there in that kind of terrains versus those guys. So bring those guys to his terrains and show how he can still do what he does.
He just $33.
I think, I
haven't seen him read.
Yeah, he did that there, and then I felt like he beat Bill Collector for when they did that. What's the name?
Oh,
I feel like that could have went anyway. They could have went anyway. Okay. But it's dope to see those guys go at it. And then me and Charlie were talking, and I was like, Charlie, man, you got to get your redemption versus Rum. He's like, man, I was playing with him, man. I was like, Charlie, I don't give a fuck what you say. That nigga got you. And he was like, set it up then. So I was like, all right, let's go with the Clips Rum too. And I think a lot of people wanted to see that battle. Rum is like the unsung king. A lot of people don't give Rum. I think the reason why people punch the way that they punch now is because of Rum. Rum does a lot of. He brought an innovative style.
Fire.
Yeah, he brought a different style, man. And him.
We call him an alien. That's his nickname, the alien. We birthed him the alien. Think about that. We gave this man a title. We call him a battle rap alien. And
Rum is different. Rum is different, and I just hope that those guys, like when you do a card like ours, sometimes some people, they'd rather probably just do it for the money or do it for the fame. But you know what I'm saying? Um, like I told Rex was, I wanted Rex and Geechee. I was gonna get Rex and Geechee, and I was like, Rex, nigga, you owe me one. When I had you come out here on our car, you did some bum shit. Yeah, they was just trying to get some money. That shit was trash. But it was like, Surf was trying to get some money for Free to Way. Surf was getting money for the lawyer shit. He was going through his legal battles, and then they was kind of. I felt like they approached it like, nigga, let's just get this money. These outside niggas trying to come in and capitalize, and so they didn't understand, like, nigga, I'm really from this shit. Like, I'm really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just a nigga who like, oh, let me get in on the battle rap. Like, I really, like that nigga said, nigga, we used to battle on the roof. The loser had to jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Some nutso shit. Like, I'm really in the infancy stage of this shit, coming up from, a whole different ciphers and shit. So, I just hope that the guys go out and go take it serious, man, and put on a great card for the fans, because the fans definitely deserve it.
And why did you decide to jump on this card yourself against John?
Me and John been shooting shot at each other for a long time. Like, I actually brought him out on that card that I was talking about, and we have a mutual relative, and we were just talking one day. I think I did some on my page, and John was like, that's all right. Like, I do like my freestyles and stuff that I be doing. And he was like, yeah, that's all right. He was like, battle rap is different than that freestyle shit you doing. I say, John, I cook the fuck out of you. Stop playing with me, bro. He was like, Fabi, I don't think you got a chance against me, man. It's different over here. And so we were just talking about, when I saw the bullpen, he was going on like the nationwide tour. I was like, why don't you come to Oakland? Let's do something in Oakland. He was like, yeah, who you think will win? I was like, me and you. He was like, what? And we agreed to it. And then one day he had sent me a flyer a long time ago, and I just posted it. And people was like, yo, you really finna battle John? I'm like, all right, come on, let's do it. So just putting it together, man. Just putting it together. So I'm kind of anticipating it. I'm juiced. I'm happy to see how it's gonna go, especially him coming off 2 losses.
Wow, Fabi. So you got to lose to 40 then. I did too.
John Cena. Every time waving your face, y'all wrestled. That was crazy.
I had 40 beating John. You don't like that, but I had 40.
I was like, bro, how you lose to her?
Nah, 40's nice though, Fab.
Nah, she nice, but you John the Don, bro. You can't. You shouldn't even leave it no debate.
Yeah.
I take nothing away from her, and it's not even just gender roles. She nice, not just she dope for a girl. Nah, she dope. She dope as fuck. Like, her pen is crazy, but you let her outpin you. Like, you feel me? The spade lines, the spade shit was crazy.
Oh, he paid attention.
I watch battle rap, like, bro.
He paid attention.
I'm a fan of battle rap, bro. Like, I really I watch this shit. I'm really a fan of this shit, bro. Like, you feel me? And then when I first jumped in it, I was only jumping in it from, the tradition of just a nigga who could freestyle hella good. I'm gifted at that area. But after studying it and watching it, now I'm like, oh, okay. You add that to your repertoire. It's just like if a kid in the 90s is playing. Like, I remember watching old footage, and this is just recently, but I was watching old footage of Rod Strickland Euro stepping in the 90s, and they called it travel.
Rod Strickland was nice, man. He was Rod Strickland handles.
But he was Euro stepping in, and they called it travel.
Yeah.
Euro step hadn't been established yet, so they hadn't heard of it. But Rod was coming down Euro stepping in like travel. He like, so there's certain moves that certain generational players wouldn't be able to adjust. Like, a nigga like Jordan to be dope in any era. He got to get it. He like, okay, I just had to, that's how niggas just crossing now? Okay, I got you. Hold on quick.
Shout out to Mr. Fab right quick, man. It's been John and Don. Next Saturday, John. We got Mr. Fab. We got Vixen, Yoshi, Charlie Clips, Nitty. Man.
So like niggas did. So it's certain players that wouldn't be able to adjust. Like, it's certain. Like, you look at the top 75 players, they put Bill Walton up there. Nigga, Bill Walton to get cooked these days.
Well, in 77 when he went with the Trailblazers, right? I guess that I don't know.
Bro, that nigga get cooked right now, bro. Tell me one person that Bill Walton to do something against right now, bro.
Well, see, in this era of the NBA, you gotta have a jump shot. You gotta be able to shoot
Listen, what I'm telling you, bro. There's certain players that could adjust. Like Magic would still be Magic. Isaiah Thomas would still be Isaiah Thomas.
Right.
Isaiah Thomas would still be Isaiah Thomas.
Right.
Like Barkley would still be Barkley. There's certain players that could adjust. There's certain players that be like, oh, that nigga wouldn't be able to adjust. The analogy that I'm giving is watching that and then learning how to adjust. So John will get the adjusted Fab. Like, oh shit, you didn't think that he was coming like that. Schemes, angles, battles, rebuttals. He gonna like he said, he gonna get that work. It's gonna be different.
So what have you learned from the Charlie Clips battle and the Arsenal battle? What have you learned that you feel that,
just learning the adjustments, learning how, to write, certain schemes instead of just saying just go up there and freestyle. With a dope rebuttal, may write a bar here and there, but kind of like just go off your ability to control a crowd and freestyle. Come with some, really write it. Like I've never wrote, so really write it, and So
what is it about Fab? Is it memorization for you right now? Just making sure you got the material down packed, performing it, getting confident in your material between now and next week? Is that how it works for you?
It's just performance,
right?
Just performance. Like I think the material is secure. Like I say, writing it like I never wrote before. So for me to really write it and be like, now get off a good performance. It's no question that the pen is there,
right?
But now, can you get off a good performance? And I feel like the pressure is more on him. Like it's no pressure on me. Like I'm not really tripping on the shit. Like you feel me?
Right.
The pressure is more.
John, you can't lose to Mr. Fab, my dude. John. Seriously, you can't. You can't lose the Fab. Respectfully, Fab, you can't.
You can't lose the Fab. You just lost to 40. T-Top exposed you. Your only thing helping you out is that Jay Mills was trash and you was able to get him. Like you feel me? So that
Fabby's
was like
paying attention, yo. Fabby is paying attention out in these streets.
Like, and I love Jay Mills though. Like Jay Mills, outside of battle, Jay Mills is just like a cool ass person. Like he remind me a lot of just like the cool kid growing up in the neighborhood that had all the J's, that had all he was like the saucy fly young dude that was just, you feel me, probably like the star on the basketball team. He was just like the cool dude that everybody would be like, yo, hey Jay, like, yo, what up? Like, you know what I'm saying? He just got that cool swag. He got that Harlem nigga swag. But I just feel like his adjustment game, it's like when Reed was talking about the gun was in the car, then he had to wait a few rounds, you know what I'm saying? He had to get his rounds back, you know what I'm saying? So it's just though a lot of us older guys that started in the beginning of it, they just having to make those adjustments. And some are able to adjust, some aren't so well. I think Reed is doing a good job. It's just depending on what position he takes with battling certain guys. I don't think he fared too well versus Pass, but I don't think he did that bad versus Easy. I think a lot of people said that. I think that was a good battle.
Yeah, I had Easy winning, but I don't think Reed was bad at all.
Yeah, Reed did good. I missed the Kaboom Reed. Like that was Reed. That Reed was crazy. Like Rambo, you feel me? Yeah, that was crazy. But to see him back at it, to see his his energy up, and still him taking those battles is it's dope. But one thing about it, Fab's not a journeyman, so you're not finna you can't talk all that slick shit. You can't talk all and none of that's gonna happen. Like you feel me? We pulling up crazy. The confidence is just, bro. These niggas got Lamborghinis and race outside. Come on, my nigga. Like that's how we pulling up, bro. You know what I'm saying? We were talking, like I ain't gonna even wear no jewelry because I don't even want to stunt like that. But like that shit gonna look like a luxury car show. We pulling up Lambos, we got race, we got all kind of crazy shit. You walking up to that like, bro, I'm supposed to win this battle, bro. You have to win. You better outpin a nigga because you can't do money talk. You can't do the big boy. I got my own league shit. That shit, though. You better come with some ill shit, nigga. Some real rap shit.
Well,
And
you
like,
know, John is he's one of the best anglers we have. So
yeah, his angles is dope.
I wonder what angle you're trying to come.
His angles is dope. He always got some great angles. And like I say, I'm a fan of John John. Like I'm not here to disrespect, to sell a fight or anything of that nature. Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
I love his pen. I love his sarcasm, his wittiness. I love his wordplay is super dope. But it has to be that. It has to be round two versus Hollow. You know what I'm saying? Hitman Holla. It has to be that. It has to be. I'm feeling it. I'm good. I'm not supposed to be here, but he got to come in with that hunger. Take the glasses off, put his contacts in. Like he got to come off with that hunger. Like you know what I'm saying?
Man.
He got to come in with that hunger, man. Because if not, it's like I'm gonna lean on you. You at home.
You're at home, sir. You're at home.
I'm at home. Like so. I'm leaning, like, you know what I mean? I'm using that to my advantage. What's the purpose of having home court advantage if you don't use it to your advantage? So I'm leaning.
Right. Fam, last question here. What's the best cipher you ever been a part of that you remember?
I think nights with like me and Supernatural, bro.
What?
Me and Supernatural freestyle one time in Vegas for like 2 hours, bro. And I was just like, this nigga's incredible, bro. Like that's the rap god to me. Like that's the rap sensei of like freestyling, like
Right.
Supernatural. That's my god tier, like of just real, like old school hip hop freestyles, ciphers, rap about everything. Rap about the boombox behind you, your Mariners hat, your Marlins hat, like that. Like he's like Supernatural. He's the sensei. Me and him, I remember at the Magic Show in Vegas, we probably freestyle for like 2 hours, and then that night, the cipher was like me, Benny Siegel, Most Def.
What?
Damn, I wish I could find that footage. I was in a crazy cipher that night.
You, Beans, and Most Def?
And then the white dude, the college song, what was his name?
Not Asheroth?
Boom, Asher Roth.
Wow.
Bro, we was at the Underground. We was at the Underground release. It was at a suite at the Palms. And bro, whoever got that footage is platinum, bro. Like I'm talking about, that was crazy that night. Like this is before he was Yasmin. You feel me? Mr. Bay, he was still, you feel me? He was still Most.
Yes.
He was Most. And then me and my brother Freeway, man. Me and Freeway was in Sweden, and Free was picking at me. Free like my real brother, man. That's like I love Freeway, man. And Free and my favorite rapper of all time, the Jacka, they was best friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were super best friends. And Free was just like, we was joking. I was like, Free, you really let Cassidy murder you, nigga? And I was like, what, you needed a beat?
Turn the beat on. He said, turn the beat on.
And so I'm clowning, right? Free like, you man, I don't think you really want it with me, man. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, Free, this ain't gonna be good for you, Free. Trust me. Stop it, Free. And me and Free, we was, like I said, we was in Sweden, man, and his manager was there, my brother Lake. At the time, Lake was his manager. Lake now has the business with DJ Drama and Don Cannon, the Generation Now. And bro, me and Free went at it. It's crazy. It was so crazy. Free was like, yo, you gotta erase that footage, bro.
Erase the footage is crazy, fam.
Got an album coming out, bro. You gotta erase that footage, bro. I never dropped the footage, bro. But it was just an honor to go at it, like with Free. Like Free, I love Free, man. Free's another dude, like with a pen. That nigga Free is different. Free introduced a whole new rap style to the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm one of them dudes, like, man, no matter what, I'ma always pay homage to people that held a level of significance and relevancy regardless. I believe that a gold medal in 1997 is still a gold medal in 2027. And regardless of who's competing at gold medalist level now, you still can't deny the fact of when someone else was at their gold medalist type perception. And I think, unfortunately, in hip hop, people forget that just because they're the now current gold medalists, that the ones before them don't matter or don't have any significance. And that's what creates the conundrums in hip hop, because people don't continue to show love or continue to pay homage. Even if I don't like you on a personal level, I still can't take away from your accolades or what you were able to do to allow me to do what I'm doing now.
Absolutely,
For
absolutely,
real.
absolutely, man, absolutely. Fat man, can we talk after the battle?
Oh, most definitely, man. You coming out or what? How you doing it?
I'm gonna put the whole thing out. I just cut this up and put the whole thing out, man. It should be out in the next 15 minutes, man. I'll
I'm
move
gonna
fast.
say, let me know how you if you want to go to the battle too, man. Let me know, man. I would love to have
Okay.
y'all there, man.
Yeah, we'll talk. I'll hit you up in the DM, hit you up in the text right
Yeah,
after this show.
let me know, because that shit gonna be dope. And I got some surprise shit gonna be going on too at the battle. Like I got, it's hosted by my little bro Simba, so I
Okay,
got
shout
Simba doing
out
some
Simba.
shit.
Wow, shout out Simba's dog. I like
Yeah.
Simba. That boy fire.
Oh, the truth,
Rap.
the truth,
Yeah,
the
Simba's
truth,
nice.
man.
Man.
Just got
Woo.
just got nominated for a Grammy, so I'm happy to watch him. Like I've been mentoring Big Bro, since he was 14 years old, 13, 14 years
Wow.
old. So to watch him now, it's like, come on, we rooting for him. Like that's our one.
Yes,
We the
he's
one.
fire, man.
We
He's
behind
fire.
him all the way. So
Yeah.
yeah, I got some super dope surprises for this battle, man. And big shout out to Cookies, my brother Burner. Burner, we got a super dope thing going on for the battle that we're gonna release to the people. So it should be dope, man.
All right. Fabby Davis, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Always love and respect, bro.
My man.
All right.
Easy.